Well, hello, everybody. So, I was listening to Abraham Hicks again. It's kind of been a thing lately. But what really struck me was I gotta finish my earrings today. Sorry, I'm totally off topic. But I like the new pattern I created. I don't always make my own patterns. Sometimes I just use other people's. But yesterday I decided, yeah, I'm not getting distracted anymore. But Abraham Hicks was talking to this person. It was interesting for me because it goes along with so much of what I'm going through as I kind of like step away from following other people's tools or systems, right? Because there's so many helpful tools and systems out there, whether you're learning how to manifest or you're learning how to love yourself and heal your inner child. I mean, there's a lot of different tools out there. And what I really enjoyed when I was listening to Abraham Hicks this morning was that, you know, she was commenting that we don't expect you guys to remember all the things we tell you, all the systems, all the programs, right? So whether you're working with a manifestation coach or you're working with a life coach or a spiritual guru of some kind, they're going to give you lots of tricks and tools and things to help you. But I don't think you're meant to remember everything. You're supposed to find the ones that actually resonate with you, that work for you. Because not all of them are going to work for everyone, right? It's the same thing with medicine. I think that is like one of the biggest problems I have with the Western view of the doctors, right? People go to the doctor now with this fundamental belief that, oh, doctors know all and they have the answer to everything. No, they have the best information available to them, and they can tell you based on studies and clinical trials the average response of a medication to the average individual in their test study, right? But they can't say for sure whether it's going to be beneficial to you. That's an individual biological phenomenal thing that you're going to have to experiment and try. So instead of going home and being like, well, the doctor said to take this is going to fix my problem. No, the doctor said to try it, right? And that way, if it doesn't work, you have to go and say, look, this isn't working. And I will agree that some doctors make it hard, right? Because some doctors just want you to take the pill and shut up. And maybe they need a break from their job. Maybe they're burnt out, right? I couldn't imagine, honestly, that job. Doctors, I salute you. Not just because of the stuff you see, but because of the people you have to handle. Anyways, it's the same thing though with our spiritual journeys. If we seem to just think that whatever tool or program or system is being taught to us is the answer, is the solution, we are limiting ourselves and we're going to get stuck. You're going to create a sense of fear and anxiety because if you don't do the system, if you don't follow those rules, right, you're also not opening up your receiving energy to co-create with Source, your higher self, God, whatever name you want to give it. And that is the key to your personal evolution, is your co-creation with Source, is having those abilities to learn how to discern the messages you're getting from your higher self, from your highest good. Because your highest self knows everything. It is aware of all that is now, unlike us. It doesn't have emotions like us, though. It doesn't get anxiety and fear like we do. So if you're feeling the anxiety and fear, the opposite of that, the other end of that spectrum, the love and the belief and the knowing that you are worthy, that's already there. That's what your higher self feels all the time. Our ego latches onto the negative emotions. And again, all energies are just seeking their highest good. So yeah, they don't want you to let go of them. They want to cling to you pretty hard. And in some cases, I have found that I can't release negative thoughts or thinking, right? Like a lot of people, control your thoughts. I don't actually control my thoughts. I control the thoughts I focus on. My thoughts roll through my head as like anyone who's neurodivergent is probably going to appreciate this. And actually, there's another video I want to touch on after I mention this, but my thoughts go through my brain so freaking fast at such a high, rapid pace. And I am so interested in analyzing every aspect of something, even at the cost of my own integrity sometimes, or my own pride, or I don't really care what I look like. I want to understand something to its full capacity. So I will analyze everything and like half a second. Sometimes I go back and I watch my videos and I know all the million thoughts that have gone in my head, and I watch the video, I'm like, oh, that was actually, that wasn't a big pause at all. I barely even paused. But in my brain, it was like a zillion things happened. And I'm thinking that in the video, there's gonna be this big pause where I said and did nothing, but there's like nothing. I always find that fascinating. So yeah. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that not every tool or system is going to work for everybody. And that isn't the point of the gurus, of the teachers, of the leaders. The point is to inspire you and help you kind of find the energy path in which, like, what kinds of tools work for you, right? And you can explore more of that, right? See, some people start their spiritual journey by getting into things like pagan cultures, pagan religions, like witchcraft and stuff like that. Absolutely nothing wrong with some of those rituals and ceremonies to get you interested in how to increase your vibration or change your energy, like permission slips, crystals, tarot cards. There's nothing wrong with any of those things. They're actually very cool tools. And it's the same thing with psychology, right? In behavior therapy, you get tools and things to use to help you become more self-aware. And that's a gift, to learn and how to become self-aware. So these teachers, these gurus, they're amazing, right? Like even Abraham Hicks, she's amazing, and she'll tell you that, right? She doesn't expect everyone to remember everything she teaches. Just like a real, honest, true spiritual teacher out there isn't going to give you a system that they expect you to follow. What they're going to do is try to inspire you to become curious about yourself. They want you to go inside of yourself and learn about yourself, learn how to talk to yourself, learn how your higher self talks to you. Do you know how many of us don't realize that the aches, the pains, sometimes like those energy shifts in our body that we think are maybe because we didn't eat enough food or we ate too much food or we're having an anxiety attack, all of those energy shifts are actually communications from our highest self, our whatever, our source energy, our whatever, our God. Yeah, right? Like, and some things are out of frequency. Like today, I'm really, for some reason, I couldn't even tell you why, but I'm really annoyed with the music my landlady's playing, but her music is lovely. It's not the music's fault that I'm annoyed with it. It's out of resonance with something that my highest self wants me to do. My highest self probably wants me to go meditate silently under a tree. That's usually what it wants me to do this time of day. So having a loud music that doesn't match my frequency is annoying, but that's not because it's her fault, right? Like I'm trying to help you guys understand these messages. Our ego wants to attach it to the person, attach it to a specific thing, make it a personal thing, but it's not. It's that there's something not aligning with our highest good. There's something not aligning with what our source power, our source energy wants us to do. And we tend to criticize and hold these negative emotions in a really negative view, and we don't properly let them in and feel them. But you have to feel them. They help you understand what it is you need, not what you want. What you need, what you want and what you need are never the same thing. Well, I shouldn't say never, but often in the beginning of our journey, they're rarely the same thing. We seem to think that the answers come from things, from people, from experiences, when really they come from ourselves. I know, right? What a bummer. So anyways, just keep that in mind as you go through your spiritual journey. Find the tools, the rituals, the whatever, permission slips that work for you. Explore it. But don't be afraid to explore other ones. And don't be afraid or worried if you forget ones that used to work that just you aren't interested in right now. You're going to change. Everything changes. And that's okay, right? Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to go finish my earrings. Okay, bye.